Missing the bus felt like the worst luck, until it wasn't. You know that feeling, right? That sinking pit in your stomach when you see the red tail lights of the last bus pulling away from the curb. That was me, last Tuesday, soaked by the rain, my phone dead, and a 10-mile walk ahead of me. I slumped onto the cold, wet bench at the bus stop, feeling sorry for myself. The city, usually so vibrant, felt hostile and empty. I was just about ready to curse my luck when I heard a soft sound, a faint whimper coming from a cardboard box tucked under the bench. Curiosity got the better of my self-pity. I leaned down and peered inside. There, huddled in a corner on a dirty old towel, was the tiniest, most pathetic-looking kitten I had ever seen. Its fur was matted. It was shivering uncontrollably, and it looked up at me with these huge, scared, green eyes. My heart just melted. All thoughts of my own misery vanished. This little creature was in far worse shape than I was. Without a second thought, I scooped up the box. The kitten barely made a sound, just trembled against my hand. My 10-mile walk suddenly had a purpose. I zipped my jacket up as high as it would go and tucked the box inside, trying to shield it from the wind and rain. The little guy, he just curled up, seeking the warmth. It was a long walk, no doubt about it. My shoes were squelching with every step, and I was chilled to the bone. But every time I felt like complaining, I'd just look down at the precious cargo I was carrying. It was strange, but I wasn't just walking home anymore. I was on a rescue mission. I started talking to him, just to keep our spirits up. I told him he was going to be warm soon, that he'd have a full belly, and that everything was going to be okay. He responded with a tiny, squeaky meow. The first real sound he'd made. And in that moment, in the middle of a dark, rainy street, I felt a connection. When I finally stumbled through my front door, I was exhausted but also energized. I set the box down and immediately went to work. I found an old heating pad and set it on low, placing it under a soft blanket to create a warm little nest. Then, I warmed up some milk just a little. I wasn't sure what kittens could have. I dipped my finger in it and brought it to his mouth. He tentatively licked it, and then a little more eagerly. Seeing him eat was the biggest relief. I spent the next hour just sitting with him, gently stroking his damp fur as he slowly started to purr. It was the rustest, most fragile purr you've ever heard, like an old engine struggling to start. But to me, it was the most beautiful sound in the world. The next day, I took him to the vet. I was so nervous they were going to give me bad news. They checked him over, and thankfully, other than being malnourished and a bit of a cold, he was a healthy little guy. The vet said he probably wouldn't have made it through another night out there in the cold. That hit me hard. If I hadn't missed that bus, if I had been just 5 minutes earlier, I would have walked right past him. I never would have known he was there, fighting for his life under that bench. I named him Buster. After the bus stop where I found him, it just felt right. It's been a few weeks now, and Buster is a completely different cat. He's no longer the scared, shivering kitten from the box. He's a whirlwind of energy. He chases sunbeams across the floor, attacks my shoelaces with the ferocity that's absolutely hilarious, and his purr is now a loud, rumbling motor that starts up the second I walk into the room. He sleeps curled up on my chest every night. Waking up to his little face is the best part of my day. He's filled my quiet apartment with so much life and laughter. I can't imagine my life without him now, and it all goes back to that one rainy Tuesday night. It's funny how life works. What I thought was the worst possible luck missing, that boost turned out to be the best thing that could have ever happened to me. It led me to Booster. It taught me that sometimes a detour, a delay, or a seemingly unlucky event isn't a setback at all. It's the universe nudging you in a different direction, putting you exactly where you need to be, at exactly the right time. You might not see it in the moment. In the moment, it just feels like a missed bus on a rainy night. But later on, when you look back, you realize it was the start of a whole new journey. It was a stroke of luck, disguised as a misfortune. Think about it. How many times have we been frustrated by something not going our way? A canceled plan? A missed opportunity? A door closing? We get so focused on the negative that we miss the new door that might be opening right next to it. My story isn't unique. I bet if you think about it, you've had a missed bus moment in your own life. A time when something bad happened that ultimately led to something incredibly good. Maybe it led you to a new friend, a new passion, or a new perspective. Buster taught me that this tiny furball, who I rescued, ended up rescuing me right back from my own little bubble of self-pity that night. He reminded me that kindness costs nothing, and that the most unexpected moments can bring the greatest joy. So next time you feel like you've hit a wall or that your luck has run out, just wait. Take a look around. You never know what you might find tucked away in a cardboard box under a bus stop bench. Your own Buster might be waiting for you. So, what's your Miss Bus story? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Let's share some positivity and remind each other that even on the rainiest nights, there's always a reason to be hopeful. Thanks so much for watching and sharing this journey with me and Buster. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. We'll see you in the next one.